Okay, welcome everyone. This I am going to post on my YouTube channel, but I just really wanted to go over some key questions that I've been getting about the Mary Kay business opportunity. I'm going to start out by telling you a little bit about me and my experience. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Gina. I originally started with Mary Kay about, oh my goodness, I think the first time I tried Mary Kay, it's been about 5 years now. I want to say when I started, when I lived in Florida. I lived in Florida in a little country part of Florida, and I decided to sign up. So I went to the Mary Kay website, decided to sign up. Um, the lady that I dealt with was a Pink Cadillac sales director, so she obviously was successful in the business, and she helped me get the starter kit, invited me to a couple meetings that I did go to. And to be honest, I didn't make any money with Mary Kay because I didn't do anything with my starter kit. Everything that I had in my starter kit, I put on my shelf, and I honestly didn't even try to make any money. I didn't do anything with it because I really didn't know anybody. And I didn't think the area that I lived in, neighbors and that type of thing, um, was going to be interested in the product. So honestly, I didn't do much with it. So I didn't make any money. Fast forward, um, 3 years later, now I moved to California. So I now live in California. I'm in San Diego. I've been in California now 3 years. And I started back up with Mary Kay exactly almost a year ago. So June will be a year for me. So next month, June, will be a year. And I went through pretty much the same process. I found the Pink Cadillac sales director, who I contacted and told her I wanted to sign up, told her my history with Mary Kay before, and I didn't make any money because it didn't really work for me because I didn't do anything. And that was just me being honest with her, and that I wanted to get started and to, make some money with Mary Kay. So here we are now, almost a year later, and I have done a lot of research on Mary Kay opportunity, and I've seen a lot of YouTube videos about the opportunity, and I've seen a lot of people that say, "Oh, well, Mary Kay is a scam. Don't do it." And I did it; it didn't work for me. That kind of thing. So I decided to start my own YouTube channel that would educate my viewers and my followers, on my personal experience. So, with this video or this YouTube video, but it's a slideshow, I'm going to go through some of the questions that I've gotten over the years, especially recently since I've been here in California, about the Mary Kay opportunity, and answer those questions. For those of you, I'm sure you're going to have more questions or different types of questions. I will show you at the end of this PowerPoint how to contact me so you are able to get those questions answered. All right, so now that you know about me, we're going to start with the Mary Kay business opportunity. All right, so dare to dream is what I always say. So there is nothing wrong with dreaming. Dream big. I'm a big dreamer myself, so this is an opportunity that allows you to dream. All right, so now I'm going to go to the second slide and we're going to get into some of the questions now. I want to start by saying Mary Kay is not a scam. It's an M&L company. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's multi-level marketing company. So you have to really put some work into it in order to make some money. It's just that simple. All right. So the first question that I've gotten a lot in the past year is, can you make money in Mary Kay? The simple answer to that is yes. You can absolutely make money in Mary Kay, but you have to do some work. My story that I told you when I started in Florida, I didn't make any money because honestly, I didn't do anything. I didn't put any effort into it. So I didn't expect money to just fall in my lap. I didn't make any money, not even $1, because I didn't do anything with what I had. So, yes, you can make money in Mary Kay, but you have to work the business. It's your business, but you have to work it. Okay. The next question that I get a lot is, do you have to do parties? Now, A lot of times when we're talking about these multi-level marketing companies from Tupperware to Pampered Chef and all the other ones out there, you hear people talk about doing home parties. You have to go to somebody's house, you have to take your equipment or your inventory, and you have to try to sell. I'm sorry, it's my cell phone. So you hear that a lot. So the question, do you have to do parties? No, you don't have to. This is your business. Nobody is putting a gun to your head and making you do anything. Um, yes, you can make more money if you do, but you don't have to. It can absolutely be done, especially with technology now, via social media. Facebook Live and Facebook parties are a big thing now. I do those myself. So if you are the type that has a personality where you're like, I don't really want to be in nobody's house, I don't want to, talk to my friends who I don't know, I've never met, um, then you can absolutely do it on Facebook. It's pretty much the same thing. You're just behind a computer. You're still doing a Facebook party. You're still doing a party. You're just not in somebody's house. You're in your own house. So I have started to do that, and I've gotten great results from it. So that's another way to look at it. If you don't want to be in someone's house and you don't want to do those kind of parties, you don't have to. If you are more social media oriented or technology savvy and you want to do it that way, it's your business. You can do that. All right. Next question that I get a lot. Do you have to buy inventory? The simple answer is no, you do not have to buy inventory. Now, my first experience in Florida, I didn't buy any inventory because I didn't do anything with it. I had the little starter kit that came with a lot of product and I didn't even use that. So I bought zero inventory, made $0. Fast forward again here to California. The starter kit that I had, I sold everything out of my starter kit. I gave away a lot of samples and the full size sets of product that I actually had on hand, I end up selling. Because when I started getting out and talking to people, I kept getting questions like, what do you got on you right now? Do you have mascara? Do you have lipstick or lip gloss? Do you have eyeliner? And I'm like, yeah, actually, I do. And I realized that people love it when you have it on hand. So that was an indication to me that, you know what, I need to get some inventory. So I made the personal decision to start low, not buy a whole extravagant amount, but start low and get some inventory because I know I needed it and I knew that people want that instant gratification. They want it now. Yes, they can buy it online from my website and wait for it to be shipped to them, but if I got it now, it makes it even better. And most times, from my personal experience, they buy more. Oh, well, you got this eyeliner. What else do you got? Do you got this foundation? Do you got this skincare cream? Do you got this? Yes, I do have it. So that's made it better for me. But you don't have to buy inventory. Again, nobody's making you buy it, so you don't have to. All right. Next question. Another comment about the inventory I will make that Mary Kay does. They do say if you buy inventory and you try it out for a year and you're like, okay, I bought X amount of inventory, it did not work for me, so I'm not making any money. You can send it back to the company, whether it's used or unused, and they will give you 90%. Yes, I said it, 90% of your money back. Now, to me, that's a win-win. You're not losing anything. So if you just say, hey, I bought all this inventory, it's not working for me, I bought too much or whatever, then okay, they will give you 90% of your money back, which I think is awesome. Now, the downside to that is you can't be a consultant again, meaning you can't turn around a year later or 2 years later and say, you know what, I think I want to sign up for Mary Kay again. So that's the downside to it. But they will give you 90% of your money back if you just buy it and you feel like, hey, I'm not making any money. So that's my personal experience with that. Next question I get is, can you make good money in Mary Kay? Now, everybody has their own version of what good money is. Some people say, hey, if I can make an extra $1,000 a month, that's good money. Some might say, hey, if I can make an extra $20,000 a year, that's good money. So, depending on what your definition of good money is, yes, you can make good money in Mary Kay. You cannot make good money in Mary Kay if you are not willing to put in the work and the dedication to get it done. Me, I am still grinding. I want that pink Cadillac and I am determined to get there. So for me, yes, I'm out here talking to people, I'm networking, I am branching out as you see now into the YouTube videos so I can answer questions and help those that might be considering the opportunity. So I'm doing everything I can to get to my end goal. So I've made decent money. I'm not gonna say it's good because good money to me is, making at least over 8,000 a month. I'm not making over 8,000 a month, but I am making decent money. So I will say that much. So that's my goal. So I keep moving and pushing forward. So yes, you can absolutely make good money in Mary Kay. Next, does Mary Kay donate to charities? I've had this question a couple times, and the answer is yes. Mary Kay is huge on several issues, but one of the two top ones that I think is a big thing for most people is domestic violence. So when you get a customer that buys product, you can let them know that, hey, a portion of your proceeds does go to those that are victims of domestic violence. It goes to helping them get into shelters or with safety plans to help make sure they're safe. The other issue that they deal with and they help with is cancer for women. So that could be breast cancer, ovarian cancer, all types of cancers that women deal with. And proceeds go to research for a cure. So we can find a cure for a lot of these cancers that are facing women today. So those are two key things that I love about Mary Kay. It's not all about just making a profit. It's about giving back and putting money into research to help. So those things I love. It's not on my PowerPoint here, but I am going to go ahead and add because I have gotten a question about does Mary Kay test on animals? No, Mary Kay does not. The company, the cosmetics company, does not test on animals. So if you are an animal rights activist, you don't want to sell or buy products that test on animals, you don't have to worry about that with Mary Kay because they absolutely do not. Last question on the PowerPoint here that I've gotten a lot is, do I have to be pushy? I've had people say, Gina, do I got to be pushy and be in somebody's face constantly, um, you know, trying to sell a product or a makeup or whatever it may be from Mary Kay? And the answer is no. I am a big believer in your personality. Your selling skills are based on your personality. So you might be outgoing, don't have a problem being in a person's face, which can be considered pushy to some, not to others. Or you could be just kind of more laid back, a little shy. You don't really want to do that. Might be more comfortable just sitting behind a computer. So no, you don't have to be pushy. It's your business. You do it the way you want. Now, me, um, I think I'm kind of in the middle. I'm not pushy, but I will put goodie bags together for my clients or customers that I meet out there, even though they're not my customer yet. And I will give out samples. People love free stuff. I do a lot of drawings where it's like, you can give me your name and cell number, and I'm gonna do a drawing on a weekly basis for, a free makeover with a $25 certificate or something like that, where that $25 certificate goes towards product. So depending on what they want, it could be free product or it could be, $25 towards something bigger that they might want, like a skincare line or like Time Wise, for example. So I do things like that. So I put like little chocolates and little samples of stuff together. And when I'm out in the grocery store or wherever I'm going, I always make sure I put a few in my purse. And when I just run into people, I give it to them. But that's just my personal way of doing things. Doesn't mean you have to do that. You might have another way you want to do things. It's all up to you. Again, it's your business. You do it the way you want. So, in short, no, you do not have to be pushy at all. Okay, next I'm going to talk about the steps to success. And what does that mean? Basically, if you want to succeed in Mary Kay, you have to first and foremost make the decision to start. Nothing gets done unless you actually decide, yes, I want to be part of Mary Kay. I want my own business. Let me make the decision right now to start. That's the first step. The next step to success is determine if you want inventory, and if you do, how much you need. Again, this is a personal decision. You may decide, let me just try to see what I have in my starter kit and see if that's, if I can sell that first, and then I'll decide if I want inventory or not. That's what I did. I end up selling everything in my starter kit, and I realized that I needed more, obviously. So I got a low amount of inventory that was in my budget. And then I just replace it and I keep going. So I think right now I would kind of say I'm in the part. I don't consider myself to have a full time store, but I would say I have a part time store, I guess is what they would call it. So I have enough on hand where people can say, "Hey, Regina, do you got this? Do you got that?" Yes, I got it for most things. Okay. Next, be proactive and dedicated. It's easy to get discouraged. You'd be like, oh, I didn't make any money this week, or I only made, $50, or whatever it may be. Obstacles are going to come. So, in order to be successful, if that's your goal, maybe you want to quit your day job. I don't know, whatever it may be, you have to be proactive and dedicated in order to be successful. So, keep going and just be proactive in everything that you do and dedicated. That's important. Next, it's important to create a to do list daily and stick to it. Mary Kay teaches us to create a list of 6 things daily to do that are the most important. So, whether you're a night person, you do it at night before the next morning, or if you're an early morning person, you can get up and do it first thing in the morning and write out that list and make sure you are getting all 6 of those things done in that day. Not a list of 20, not a list of 30, just 6 items. That's all you need. So a list of 6. Okay. Set reachable goals and measure those goals. You want to say, hey, my goal might be make $500 for the month, or maybe it's $1,000 for the month. Whatever that goal is for you, set reachable goals and measure those goals. If you say, I want to make $500 extra with my Mary Kay business this month, then at the end of that month, go through all your sales receipts and say, how much did I make? Did I meet my $500? If you made that $500 goal, increase it for the next month so you can get better. If you didn't reach that $500 goal, then go back and say, what can I do differently? Or what can I do better to make sure I reach this goal for the next month? Those are important if you want to be successful. So set reachable goals and measure those goals to make sure you are on track. And lastly, step to be successful is to try the products. Just like with anything, it's impossible to sell something that you know nothing about. So, one of the things that me and my daughter did both times when we got the starter kit years ago and when I got it just last year, my starter kit, we went through the products. She's big on lip gloss and lipsticks and, eyeshadows and all of that. I'm not, I wear very little makeup. So she was excited to try all of that stuff. And, oh, this looks good on me. Oh, I like this one. Or this is my favorite. So play and experiment. I went through the skincare line and trying the skincare, the microdermabrasion, the Time Wise, just to kind of see what it felt like. Did it work for me? Because I personally feel that I can't sell anything to anybody if I don't know anything about it. Is it going to be hot on their skin? Is it going to be rough? Is it going to be cold? What is it going to feel like? What's my skin going to feel like? How do I know it's working? These are kind of questions you're going to get. So if I haven't tried the products, I really can't answer those questions. So it's one thing to have the knowledge that you can get off of Mary Kay In Touch, your personal website, to learn about the products, but you really need to try the products yourself. Not saying you got to try everything, because some things you're not going to need. Like there's a whole botanical line. If you are sensitive to certain things or allergic to certain things, you might not need that. But you still should be able to try some of the key things and see if you even like it. Do I like this product? Is it something that I can sell? Is it something I can stand behind? So these are the keys to success that I think are important. These are steps to success that have worked for me, because I am coming to all of you answering questions that I've gotten over the past few months. And I'm being honest. I'm giving you my honest opinion because, like I stated before, I've seen so many different videos that try to say Mary Kay is a scam and blah, blah, blah. You know, so I am trying to come to you not as somebody that's been in it for 20 years and that has had several pink Cadillacs and very successful, but somebody that has actually done it and stopped and started again and been successful at it and still working towards a goal. So that's where I am for you right now. I am still grinding, still building my business, trying to be better. So, whatever I can do to help anyone out there, questions or otherwise, that's my goal. Like I said, my YouTube channel is new, but I'm hoping this is a start to um, an information or a tutorial that will help you get some of the answers you might have been seeking yourself about Mary Kay or thinking about Mary Kay. Okay, and lastly, please, if you have questions, which I'm sure some of you will still have questions, I didn't cover everything in this little slide show here. So post a comment or question right under the YouTube video here, and I will definitely respond to you and answer your question honestly. If it's something you don't want to comment on or post under the YouTube video, then I have my email address here as well. So you can send me an email. The email goes right to my phone, so I will be able to respond to you very quickly, usually within a few minutes. If you're in my time zone still, then I can answer your question right away. So feel free. This is a time to just ask the questions that, hey, Gina, I seen this video about this. What do you got to say about that? What's your experience with this, or whatever your question may be. And my guarantee is I'm going to give you an honest answer. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to make it seem like I've been doing this for 20 years and it's all, sunshine and roses. I'm just working my business, and I'm really trying this time compared to the last time. And from somebody who has stopped and started it, I think I can give those of you who might be considering the opportunity a real look into what it's like and if you can be successful or not. So send me your questions. And please like the video or comment, and look forward to some of my other videos that I will have coming soon. Bear with me because, again, this is a new process for me, but I promise I will try to do consistent videos for those of you that are going to be subscribing and just really paying attention to the things that I have to say. All right, until then, I'll talk to you guys. Have a good evening.